You might not know this yet, but HarmonyOS Next has quietly launched the professional version of Jianying. I tried it out for you, and logging into your account works just fine, plus everything in your favorites syncs up. Most of the effects and features available on the desktop version are here, including the functions we commonly use. For example, recognizing subtitles, exporting subtitle files, exporting frames, color grading, and various material libraries. All of these work without any issues. Compared to the latest version of Jianying on Windows, it mainly lacks some features in the visual options like video stabilization, noise reduction, AI frame interpolation, smart lighting, smart cropping, and motion tracking. Personally, I feel that aside from video stabilization, the other features are not that crucial. It's just a pity that it's currently limited by the performance of the Kirin 9020. This software is not really smooth to operate. There's a delay. Swipe only works at the edge in the material library. But in the library, you can only slide the farthest side with your hand, and you can't operate the middle part with 1 or 2 fingers. And even the touchpad is not adapted to this operation. And for some reason, the arrow keys on the keyboard can't be used to watch frame by frame. And I also tried shift plus arrow keys. That's still not working, and I think that's the biggest issue right now. However, since this is just the initial release, I believe these problems will be fixed soon. Looking at it now, I feel that the productivity of the HarmonyOS ecosystem is starting to take shape. The PC version of WPS and the PC version of Jianying are really just missing something similar to Photoshop. If later on, apps like Zinc or Meitu could come out with a small tool similar to Photoshop, that would be great. I really think this productivity is way ahead of the game. I still lean more towards Jianying for mobile editing. Jianying on Next is more appealing than DaVinci or Final Cut on the iPad. If you're thinking about buying a nice tablet for productivity right now, I still think you should think twice. I still prefer Jianying. For work, storing material on a tablet is impractical. Small screens are inconvenient for professional software. Jianying on Next is better than DaVinci or Final Cut on iPad, with better support in China. If considering a tablet for productivity, think twice. Many apps like WeChat and QQ are missing. Is it really that useful? Personally, I think it's not as good as Jianying, which is simple and straightforward. So, in the context of tablet editing, being able to use the professional version of Jianying on Next is actually more appealing to me than using DaVinci or Final Cut on the iPad. Plus, the support for this version on Next is way better than on the iPad, making it a more suitable productivity tool for people in China. That said, if you're thinking about buying a nice tablet for productivity right now, I still think you should think twice. After all, many commonly used software options are still missing, like WeChat and QQ, but on the bright side, Office software like DingTalk and Fishu is already available. But I don't think that's the main issue. The most important thing is that the performance needs to be optimized for daily use to ensure smooth operation. However, when it comes to productivity, especially with the display, given the current performance, I really think it struggles with more complex tasks. My suggestion is to wait and see for now. The future looks promising.